Was good. Unstable creature here, coming off the line with it. And of course, I better be really quick with my video because I made a video prior to this and messed up so much. But I did state that I was coming with a video with for Raider Nation, for the Raiders, past, present, and future. But of course, I'm just gonna flip it and let it be the future, present, and past because I have a lot to speak about. Only for the simple fact that I, got up to, it could be old, it could be new, whatever the case may be, but it was something that was titled, the new GM, ready to emulate the Eagles recipe. So, with that being said, it's almost like, come on now. I've said this. Talk to me, I talk back. Bring me in, okay? And even though, like I said, we have so many people, and it doesn't take for us to go ahead and bring in famous names or new names or people that we've already known, that already had to be in their structure long enough to catch, correct, and do better, recognize certain things that has been going on. It is for us now to do the same. Stop switching up on certain situations or certain people and make sure that we, aim towards what we need to really aim towards, and that's really the structure, okay? Because you can bring in a couple people that could be, as our quarterback, throw fast, throw slow, but if you have a receiver that move fast, move slow, all of that has to come together and make it make sense or make it be right. So that is a lot, not only within what we see, but just in our recipe and our structure overall. So even with the future, us starting to catch, correct, and do better, and ready to put in the proof and the pudding and making sure that it's sound, said, and delivered, that we actually have the right ingredients, meaning the right people. We're not overlooking certain people. We're not overdoing certain people to where it actually sticks and it makes sense and it tastes good. It doesn't leave a bitter taste in nobody's mouth. Everybody's moving forward in the right direction and making sure that this move forward for us all. Okay? The future. Now get to the present. With our present, we also need to make sure that our trades and what we pay attention to and who we bring in, that is not just off of the name to be a right fit, but off of everything. We need to be in go mode. We need to be in ready mode, not just for practice, but for the game itself, okay? Because a lot of things start, in our mindset. A lot of things start when we start pushing shit out here on the board. We want to make sure, even with our structure, that we pay attention to our quarterbacks, because I slept on him last year, okay? And I'm not saying like, oh, he's above all, but when we think about our fit, our franchise, where we are, what we had to mimic, not mimic, but what we had to bring together and make sure that it is good for us, I'm going to tell you one thing out of the three things. O'Connell is not to be slept on. O'Connell is not to just be like, let's pass him off to the next, because we have had that situation too many times. And even though I've said this so many times, turn that down. I've said this so many times to where other teams can look at certain players, even though it hasn't came together in your side, they're looking at the bigger picture of your quarterback, and they may put a deal on the table to take them and do whatever. But I've seen players being taken from you to put you in a different state, a different situation, a different, whatever, just so that it's off your table. Not that they actually want that person, but it's off of your table so that you can't utilize that person. You can't bring out the best in that person. So seeing that and seeing how you guys could let that stuff happen, you don't need the money. You guys don't need all of this stuff. You just need to put your minds together and pay attention to the people that not only that you have, but that you bring in to execute your plan. Like I said, Eagles, okay, they didn't do too many trades. They didn't do all these different other things, but what the one thing they did do is execute on what they already had, meaning catching, correcting, and doing better, just putting it and bringing it all together, period. And I seen that within my own eyes because they didn't trade too many players. They only looked at certain bigger factors that they know they could probably match up and bring in to be a better asset and a better taste. Not just because that quarterback was faster, that quarterback is this, that quarterback name is known, or the receiver is this, receiver is that. Nick, they are making players, okay? They're making the players to be in-home international names, okay? And even if you did not follow them, did not know them, you know them now. So that is a big factor. That is something that we also need to think about. Don't think about who knows who. It's who you bring it out to be known, okay? Stop sleeping. Stop sleeping on your players. Stop sleeping on your people. Stop sleeping on the structure. Stop sleeping on what really can be and what really can be done, okay? We all see how names could be like a flop, okay, in certain situations, certain structures, and especially ours, seeing that, you know, in certain media, I don't know if you even know if it's that true or that serious, but our structure within our offensive defense, how it needs to be done, how it needs to be played, and how we play, whatever the case may be, you're gonna find somebody to execute that. And I'm talking about for the present, make sure that we are paying attention to not just the name, okay? And if the name is big, we're making it bigger. Why? Because we have so many things that stem along with not only our franchise, but with everything, okay? Everything. Now moving on to the past, because the past is so important that for a decade, or I would say for decades, okay, that they have been, since we have been in that situation to be a straight shooter, go do what we need to do and blah 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 blah, that they've been trying to shut us down, regardless if it was our owner, regardless if it was whatever the case may be. We see the structure now, and what we need to do is stand on business. Forget all of that stuff. Stop giving wave to, and I noticed that these referees be on some other shit, but we gonna make it clean. We gonna catch, correct, and do better so that, you know what? I want to say so that you know that everybody can see, but it was a game to where like we were past the goal line and they still gave it to the other team. We did some things and they still gave it to the other team. So it's a lot that we also have to pay attention to, and we also have to hold all of these other situations accountable for what they tried to do to us. You can hate us, you can do all these other stuff, but the fact remains that we gonna put it in, okay? We came to show up and show out. Period. Point blank. And then when you take certain things from us, we still there. We still in the game. And certain, you know, they don't like that, but at the same time, we fighters. We Raiders. We Raiders. We Raiders. It just don't get no better. And you can't, you know what I mean, undermine that. Period. I don't care if we are the lowest of the low end score. Guess what? A team at the top still have to bring the A game. Still have to come and actually fight. Because we ain't nothing to play with. And overall, GM, coach, everything. Y'all need to trust and believe in that. Okay, we got Pete Carroll. Okay, we got Chip Kelly. We got all of these different things, different factors. But do you know how to make the gumbo? Do you know how to put all of these different things in factor to make it taste like what it's supposed to be? Okay, and even though everybody got this, even though people got a gumbo recipe, is your gumbo hitting? Is your gumbo where it's at? That's what we need. Not just me. That's what everyone needs to see. And everyone needs to know. That's what's going to bring them to your door. Period. Period. It's not the name for a money grab. It's not the advertisement for a money grab. It's not the one singular player for the money grab to where, oh, they got this or they did it. Go big, go. No, it's the team, okay? That is going to be the money grab. It's the team that's going to bring everything together to make sure that it is signed, sealed, and delivered. Don't question us. Don't question me. Don't question it, okay? It will be there, and it will be good. Remember that. And that is for the future, the present, and the past. Let's go. Raider Nation all day. And I know I haven't said it, but have a blessed day. It doesn't matter what you're going through, whether you in the sports, whatever the case may be, catch, correct, and do better. I'm telling you, it will work out for your favor. Even those that don't like you, don't worry about it. Keep moving forward for the best, uplifting and catching, correcting, and your bidding in every aspect. Have a great day. You know what I mean? I got a lot of people that don't like me, but it's okay. I don't care. You know what? I refuse to allow myself to not like somebody else or be in a situation for a certain, for what they don't like or whatever, because we're all different. So if you don't like me, it's a personal problem. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna like you because you don't like me. I'm gonna continue to keep a smile on my face. Move forward, okay? I've been through a lot, but that's not here nor there. So I've learned to catch, correct, and do better for myself and for others. Not only that surround me, but that see me too. Have a blessed day in Jesus' name. Period, boo.